Welcome back to Hoppline, to something I should have done a long time ago, a review of the Batwing by Vantage. So let's get this straight out of the way. This is an unpaid, unbiased, honest review of the Vantage Batwing. I bought the wings the day they appeared online. I signed up for the development program because it was a major discount. I bought the whole range. Sounds great, but it's only 3 wings. It's a 5, a 4.2 and a 3.6. And small spoiler, I love them. To understand how someone like me ended up riding the Vantage Batwing as a daily driver, we have to jump back in time roughly a year. I think it was in one of those numerous WhatsApp groups we all have for forecast and whether you're going or not and which spot is on. Someone posted a link to Vantage Kites and said they are offering a wing. And I looked at it and I was like, never heard of it. And looking at the data-driven development, I thought it's either genius or pure marketing. I liked the wing mainly from the appearance, but I like the handles and the shape, no windows. So it was ticking a few, not all of them, but a few of my boxes. There was no weight and I texted them, asked for the weight, which was okay, not really good, but okay. And they offered me to become a development rider, which is like a Tupperware system. So it was open to everyone. You can just sign up and you get 30% of discount. And I bought them straight away, the whole range. After I bought the wings and communicated it to my surf buddies here on my local spots, they all said, "You're nuts, this is just a waste of money. You're not going to be able to sell the wings, especially not if they are used from an unknown company making their first wing." And this actually gave me some sleepless nights. So the day the wings arrived, I was pretty anxious. I made a really quick Insta YouTube short unboxing video and I went straight for the water to see if this purchase was any good or not. I remember we had roughly 12 knots and I picked the 4.2. I went out, I lifted the wing, like the quality inflating and everything was fine. Leash was good, no windows, which I like. Handles were really nice. And I lifted, sitting on the board, I lifted the wing and I could feel the power. And I could feel, wow, this is nice. It was solid. There was a great canopy tension, it wanted to go forward, and after the first mile, I knew this was great. Like, I came from the duotone slick SLS, and this was better. So let me tell you what the Vantage Batwing does and what it doesn't. I think it's more of an intermediate to expert wing, mainly due to the power being always on. So the Batwing has a lot of grunt, superb low end, really nice speed, okay hang time. I think wings like the Slingshot V4 or the Spleen Spice have more hang time. But being Vantage's first wing ever, I think this is an absolute home run and more or less proves the data-driven development. So the Vantage Batwings replaced my slick SLS range and they replaced all the other wings I have without me even noticing it. It would be my backup option, the one wing I would always take to the beach. On reviews of a board, I would take a fancy wing and the Batwing. I would take a new wing, something big on marketing, and the Batwing. And on my free days, without any reviews, the Batwing would always be my first pick. So let me try to put the Batwing into a category. And I think Vantage tried to be the winner, not in the fanciest wing, but in the best value for money. And that's something they really did. So I think they on purpose decided to stick with more or less standard and proven materials to give you that really nice price point, but at the same time somehow managed to keep up with the way more expensive wings we have from the major brands. So I've been riding the Vantage Batwing for more than a year now and I clocked more than 100 hours on the wings, and I can really recommend them to anyone looking for an intermediate to advanced freeride, slightly freestyle wing for a really, really nice, if not the best, value for money package. If you're a hardcore freestyle and you're doing 10 meters plus, I think there's better wings in terms of hang time. But you're, like me, an average 360, maybe backflip guy, 5 meters, the Vantage Batwing is more than enough. The same if you're dedicated to wave surfing. I think the Vantage Batwing is doing really well, but lighter wings like the Vayu Aura 2, for example, are just slightly better in flagged out position. If I could wish for something in Generation 2, it would probably be bringing down the weight a little bit. If there were optional carbon handles, I would actually spend the extra money because they would bring down the weight even more. Everything else is more or less tailored to my needs, and I still enjoy riding the Batwing day in and day out. I hope you enjoyed this little insight on the Vantage Batwing, and if you have any questions, feel free to use the comments, and please subscribe, like really please, because I'm slowly getting towards the 1,000 follower mark, and this is where YouTube might pay me some money one day to keep up this channel and the content. So hopefully see you soon on this channel. Take care.